Right, here we go then for Austria Sprint Race. First sprint race in a while. It's a double day of F1. Got the sprint race, then we got the qualifying. Just want to get the old ticker tape. What are we going to put on the ticker tape today? We'll find out. But yeah, Verstappen edging out Norris in sprint qualifying. That is the battle this season. It's been an enjoyable one. Bear with me. Hope everyone can hear me. We got the right, so if I get this up. Ooh. Ooh. I should have done this before. So where is that pointing to? Welcome Mark, welcome Vlacker, welcome Adrian, welcome Beef and Barley. 3:30 AM. That's just what I call dedication. Where is... Oh, the hashtag's wrong. What does it say? Sprite 0 does not exist in main AGC line. I think I've messed this up. I think I've messed it up. Okay, I can try again. Hang on. 1 second. Okay. Right. I think we're almost there. Yes. Oh, not found. Hang on a second. Candor one needs to go. We'll get the Candor fans that are coming in just a little bit late. What time's kickoff? It's only 19 minutes to go at the Red Bull Ring. Hang on a second. How have I made such a mess of this? Okay, I need to go to settings. Ah, I know what to do. I actually know what to do. Okay, I can do this. I can actually do this. Okay. We want that marquee text. We're going to get it. Yeah, that was my hope that it was going to work. Oh, no, that would be why. That would be why. Save. Okay, got another chance. Yeah, something's happened! But I don't want that. I'll show you what it's doing. Ticker. Oh. Okay, I think I might have this. This is a sample. Okay. Man, if I get this. If I get this, I swear. Yes, look at it. Okay, we just need some text now because that's not right. That's from that's from the previous race. Okay, documents, media. I got it. Also, why is the chat thing not working? What is going on? Come on. Refresh the cache. Oh. Oh, the chat box is not happy. Look at that. The old chatbot. What's going on here with the chatbots now? Refresh it a few times. Welcome Nakudon channel. Okay, so chat, if you have anything you want to put in the box, let us know. If I'm going to put something in the box. 1 second. I'm going to put something in the box. I'll just put a summary. Can I get a summary? Or maybe we put other sport in here. Okay, here we go. Okay, are we ready? We're back to rocking and rolling, I think. Boom. We're rocking and rolling a little bit. We don't have the chat. I'm going to ingest a lot of sugar now. How are we doing, everyone? All good? I will get the are people hyped about sprint quali or not? Welcome, Seema. Be honest with me. What's the vibe on sprint quali at the moment? What's the vibe saying? Okay, let me actually get it up. Oh, someone's bought the beginner masterclass this morning. Very nice. Another person getting faster. Now I do have a problem here. I can't, for the life of me, I can't work out why it's only going up to 18 now. I had all my side. This is the thing. Now I've got borders and everything. Why didn't I stream sprint quali? Because I was working. Which is a big problem for Formula 1. Well, not me, but generally. Oh, it's very sunny up there. Cars are on the grid. Ugh. Okay, just like cold chocolate. I'll take it. Ditch. Ricardo says ditch the sprint format. You're not looking forward to it, Ricardo? Eric, do you want to see a double file rolling start? No, I quite like standing starts. Am I sitting in the same position, or am I like... Am I sitting too... Do I normally lean back or sit back? Or has someone moved my camera? Has my camera moved? Why am I like now cropped? Oh, that's right, looking forward to next AC Evo vid. We were working on that video till 1 AM last night. We worked on it till 1 AM, heavily researched, and we wanted to release it. So glad that it's done really well. Really happy with that. That's the start of a new process. More back. I can't go more back. This is as far as it goes. So I don't know why. Have I got? Maybe I've just grown massively. Important start for Max and Lando. Yeah, I mean, I think for Lando here, he almost doesn't have... He has less to lose, doesn't he? He may as well go for it. Black, unpopular opinion, but I love the sprint races. There we go. We've got some like sprint races. By the way, if you like the stream, please do hit like button. 13 likes. We can pump it up. I don't know what we can aim for in a sprint race, but we hit a record. I'm pretty sure 1,300 likes in the last stream. The last F1 stream was a record. It should be 3 streams today, by the way. It should be sprint race now, sprint qualifying, and then Portland Formula E. So triple day of streaming. So settle in. And why is the damn box not working? Let me go into stream elements. Stream elements. Seema likes it. When's the race starting? In just 12 minutes. In just 12 minutes. Right, is this my chat box over there? Yes, it is. Why is it not working? All streams, chat, settings. Hang on, Stream Element bot is not in here. Stream Elements? What's going on with Stream Elements? Where's the bot? Has anyone seen the bot today? Ooh. I think we have a problem with Das bot. I think the bot isn't working. Stream Elements knows that I'm live. It knows that I'm live. The bot is starting P21. The bot could be starting P19. We just don't know because it's not there. Okay, so I need to find the border for that one. Oh, God. As you can see, we have a lot of borders right now. Nope. 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 Well, which one is it then? No. I'm very confused right now. I've been oh, I've got it. It must be that one, yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just turn it off. Why not? Lando is sick. What you mean? Lando is unwell, or Lando is sick as in like radical, man? Which one is it? Mark, we know that you have this time. You've remained subscribed. The ultimate strat. Mark, I think when you decide to stay subscribed, your life is going to change for the better. It's going to be like a movie. You're going to be walking down the street. You're going to find like a £20 note on the floor. You're going to get promoted. Like everything you want is going to happen if you stay subscribed. I genuinely think the universe will conspire like that. Oh, he's unwell. Okay, I just saw him walking to the grid. Yeah, I'd love a reverse grid race, actually. I think that'd be sick. Now, I can't work out why that's happened, because I can unzoom it, but then it messed everything up. So I think I've balled something up here. I think if you're in P19 or P20, you're not going to make it onto the stream, I think is the reality of the situation. So I'll try and fix it for the next one. Yeah, we're just 9 minutes to go. Just 9 minutes. Just 9 minutes. Tech Trek to go. Just 9 minutes to go. Looks like a really sunny day at Red Bull Ring. I can't believe they're doing 3 races back to back. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Armad says Lando is radically sick, yo. Nice. Here is my Lando car. Oh, I can't reach that far back. Anyone remember the Lando car? This is such... I can't believe this was only £10. This would have been... I genuinely think this would have been decent value like 10 years ago. 20 years ago. No. Maybe. 20 years ago for £10? It's actually detailed like the McLaren. Like, it's different for the McLaren. What do we think? Or is that just would it have been like 220? Where's the quali on race? The quali is going to be later. Don't worry, we're going to be streaming that as well. Peter Bobby, he's okay to race, but says he's vomiting. Imagine driving an F1 car and he's unwell. Well, I know Oliver Rowland isn't driving tonight in Formula E because he's unwell. But Lando's getting strapped in right now. We're about to go racing. I feel like F1 is just a bit embarrassed about the sprint race. They don't really know what to do with it. Riley, please give me a shout out because you're the best YouTubers. We are the best YouTubers. You can see all of us here. Welcome, Riley. Blacker, we should let them know this is a great reason. You just don't get the marketing. You just don't get the exposure. New giveaway. Does anyone have the giveaway link? New backpack. I think GT Mega went a bit mad and they drew 4 winners last weekend. So there's 4 winners. And we're going to do it again this weekend. The code is Kireth Austria. You might sense a pattern. But you never know, it could change. If any mods have the Gleam link, put the link in now. I think you need to follow me and GT Mega on Twitter, and then you're eligible to win a backpack, and I'll send it to you. I'm not running it. It's GT Mega. But you can win a free backpack. VSS, what's my verdict about Lewis? Well, we'll see here. I think it's difficult to say who. I mean, Lewis's stock is relatively higher right now after finishing on the podium in the last race in Spain. But you know, that move to Ferrari, who it benefits, Lewis or Ferrari better, we'll see. £10 gets you 3 Lego bricks of the basic ones. Yeah, I mean, so this is pretty good for £10. 5 minutes to go. Do you know this song? Do you know this song? Actually, should we play some... I was going to do this one. Should we play some... should we play an intro? Do we have any intro? I never... When I'm on this computer, I've got all my intro stuff. Normally don't have access to it. Where is it all? In streaming. I used to have a streaming folder. What about this? Oh. You're not going to be able to hear these because I've got it disabled. You didn't hear that, right? That didn't come through. That's probably for the best. That's probably for the best. What's this one? You definitely can't hear this, right? Okay, I need to unhide something. How do I unhide? When you've hidden something. Ah, to unhide all. Oh, goodness me. Okay, that's not that many. Okay, I have to remember to unmute. Okay, I have to remember to unmute these. 4 minutes to go. I don't know why we're going to play stupid intros. Can you hear it? Welcome, Atmospheric. But you don't want to hear them.
If you're enjoying what you see, then please subscribe to Kireth Car channel. If you're enjoying what you see, then please subscribe to Kireth Car channel.
Well, you still haven't done it? Just click it already. Subscribe.
Well, that was £10. That was the same as this car. So, what was better value? What was better value? This one was free because it was Game of Muscle.
Kireth, it's in the pie.
I don't know what I don't know either.
Thanks for subscribing to Kireth Kart.
Download these, that's not a good idea. What's this one?
Join the Kireth Kart Discord. There's a link in the description below.
Thanks.
Thanks for subscribing to Kireth Kart.
Anyway, I've got literally so many of those. So many. Okay. £10, 2 black American. Where are you getting 2 coffees for £10 back in the past? Only 10 corners at the Red Bull Ring. Not a circuit that I used to enjoy actually driving myself, but now I do. One of my favourite circuits in GT3s or F1 cars. Middle sector is actually a lot of fun now. I never used to like it till I could sort of work it out. Susie K in the house. Seema was laughing in the background when you heard it. The song is better value. Vlaka says the music's not suitable for Austria. Yeah, I need to commission some more music. Maybe someone in chat. Maybe next time we got a lot of people watching, we'll say who wants to do a thing. Do I think Ferrari have any chance? Well, everything's moved around on my screen, hasn't it? I've just realised. Like, it was all slightly different. Leclerc is down in 10th. Really, Leclerc is... I mean, if you're Charles Leclerc, do you take a win at Monaco and have a rubbish season? I think I'd probably take the win in Monaco and have a rubbish season. Welcome, Rob Craig. Who's the GOAT of football? Messi or Penaldo? I don't know. Okay, well we're literally about to go racing. I have to say, it's imminent. It's actually genuinely imminent. Welcome, Thomas from Canada. Right, tyre warmers are on the cars. Looks like Leclerc is having some Celsius drink. He's obviously in the Jake Paul camp. How come Prime haven't sponsored an F1 car yet? Okay, tyre warmers are off. Oh, no, sorry, they were just shuffling them around. They'd unzipped them, ready to be removed. Adrian, good morning from Barnsley. Sorry to hear about being in Barnsley. Hope everything's okay up there. Hope the weather's good in Barnsley. No, it's not lights out yet. It's not lights out yet. Yeah, trust me. Right, they come off now, so... oh, difference in tyres, because Max is on softs, but I think a lot of other people are on mediums, if I'm looking at it correctly. And that might be tactical when it comes to tyres being available this weekend. So, are Red Bull uncomfortable having to go on the softs or something? Here comes Stream Element bots. Welcome, Stream Element bot. Welcome, welcome to the party. Does that mean we're going to have the old chat box? Doesn't look like it. We refresh it. No, maybe it's just warming up. Maybe it's just warming up. We'll see. Talking of warming up, the cars are on the formation lap now. Got the new chicane for MotoGP. Had that horrendous accident a few years ago. Adrian, the weather's not good in Barnsley. Oh my goodness. What's the best thing about Barnsley? If you had to sell Barnsley to the UK Tourism Board. Snowline also from Canada. Welcome, Snowline. Always good to have you with us. Yeah, Max was on softs, what I saw. I don't think there's going to be any rain forecast. It looks like a really nice day. Really, really nice day. Out in Austria. Chips. The chips are good. A chip balm, as they might say. Because for some reason they don't like saying chips in the bun. Yeah, I'm on the formation lap right now, so let's see what's going to happen here. See, 24 laps of the sprint. It says here Verstappen. I really thought Verstappen was on the Red Bull softs, but it says they're mediums. I need to double check. I don't know if anyone can confirm, can say that I'm wrong. One of the Mercedes guys on the pit wall looked really frustrated, which is unusual. Don't know who that was, but they looked like they'd made a mistake already. Do anything about MotoGP? Yeah, I've been to see MotoGP 3 times and really enjoyed it. Used to have a Marquez sticker on my car. An ant. Hopefully everything's going to work with the standings here, because it should be going live imminently, because I'm 40 seconds behind. We've got those standings here. I'll have to keep you updated on who's 19th to 20th. Zhou Guan Yu and Alex Albon, respectively. Logan Sargent all the way up in 15th, by the way. For Logie Bear. I'm not sure Marquez is a go. I think most people say that Rossi is a go. So I'm still looking at cars lining up here. I'm surprised that we haven't got underway yet on the timing. I've got to be honest. I'm surprised by that. I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to have to call it here. And hopefully it's going to catch up. You can see speed now, so maybe you've got to wait for the first sector or something. So, oh, is it a false start? I think it might be a false start. It's a false start or something, because I've got red lights and green lights. There's red and green lights. Both stop and go. Start aborted, extra formation lap. That's why. That's why we didn't see it come up on the standings. Start has been aborted. They were flowing green lights in there. There were red lights. It's red light, green lights, and away we go. One of the Hasses is slow to get off the back. I don't think Max was off. I don't know. I thought I saw a flash of red there, but I must have been wrong. I'm very happy to be corrected. Hope Perez gets top 5. Does anyone know why we've got start aborted here? You can put your red, a rare opportunity to put your red and green flags in chat. Very rare opportunity. Feel free to do that. Welcome, Rory Thompson. Take me to your feeder. What the? I don't think feeder have played for a good number of years now. J-Rax, hey Kireth, hope you are here. Just found your current channel watching a vid of wheels. Can I ask a question? Go for it. Go for it. Ask the question. You don't need to ask permission. It's not a classroom. You don't need to put your hand up to go to the bathroom. You can just go. And it go, stop, go. Lights out and away we stop. Aborted start. Yeah, what is the time for people in Canada like a snow line? Is it early? It must be very early there, right? Very, very early. The dedicated fans. You love to see it. By the way, I think Canada is going to... I could have been in Canada this weekend with Gran Turismo, but I need to follow up on some stuff. I've just been so... When you get too busy, it's not like take your eye off the ball, but it's like... I really like being focused, and when there's so much... When it's too broad. Right. It's 4:05 AM. Well, shout out to the Canada crewdom then. £500 any device and a Goodwill or rig. I think a prime light you can get for 500 with a seat, but it won't include a rig. Well, I'm just going to see what's happening here then. So you see the standings are going now. I'm going to call it as I see it. I'm going to call it on the live pictures as I see Alonso start to slot into his box. We are almost underway here, everyone. We are almost underway. Yeah, that is the time in the UK. Right, I'm just seeing, like I said, I'm going to look at the live pictures I've got and then I'll catch up with the standings. So the last state car in the grid slots in because Albon's going from the pits. Man walks with the green flag. This time it is going to be just red lights, I hope. It's a long wait. 1 red light, 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights. Red lights go out. Is it a good start from Verstappen? Yes, it is. And Piastri putting some pressure on Lando early doors, but no one really wants to make contact in the sprint race. People are sort of backing out, I have to say, going side by side. Verstappen weaving a bit down the straight, or maybe that's where the camber is. And again, Piastri sort of wants to put the pressure on Lando. Thinks about going around the outside. He could have tried it, but doesn't really kind of keep his foot in. But Piastri looks like he's got the pace. Meanwhile, there's a Ferrari. That'll be Sainz on Russell, I believe. Is Sainz going to try and go round the outside? This is where Hamilton and Albon had contact many years ago, ending Albon's career at Red Bull. Sainz gets it done round the outside there. That's at turn 4, I believe. Because there's technically a corner in that straight, isn't it? So it is turn 4. Welcome, C. Good to see you. Welcome to the Thailand crew as well. And Kate Tan, everyone here. We'll do a nation check in a bit. We're underway in the sprint race. Underway. I'm going to catch up with you guys now. It's going to be confusing here because it's such... Oh my goodness. What's happened? I think I know what it is. I think I know. I need to inspect. Hang on. Oh, this is dangerous. My eyesight is not good enough. I could really mess this up. Maybe like that. And then a combination of the zoom. No. Okay, that will kind of do if I move it across. Hang on, apologies for my tardiness here. There we go. Okay, I think we're hopefully back in the game there with everything. Apologies, my bad. My bad. Leclerc up 3 places. Well, he's had a good run, clearly. By the way, Lando on my screen was trying to go round the outside of Verstappen at turn 4, so it looks to be close between the top 3. In fact, yes, you can see there's only half a second between Norris and Verstappen there. Just half a second in it. So like, I wish, but the kittens haven't brought me in yet. 2 series MRIs for this afternoon. Good luck with the MRIs. No magnets in there, as far as I understand it. But yeah, Norris with the fastest lap is now very, very close. Just 1/10 behind. So I think Lando Norris and the McLarens, because it is a McLaren onslaught here. Piastri is just really close behind as well. They're putting the pressure on Verstappen here. I would say Lando Norris is favourite to win this sprint race. I really would. Yeah, I use the prime light on my other rig, and I actually use a 16 Newton meter wheelbase on that. It's stronger than the one I use here, which is my Logitech. So, oh, I just didn't get a replay here. Lando, that was into turn 3 at the top of the hill, was going very, very aggressive line following Verstappen. So Lando's putting the pressure on. Mexon says, go on, Lando. Yes, indeed. I wonder if it's going to be a difficult one to overtake because you don't really have those super long straights here. And the dirty air in the middle sector is going to push you back. Is a DRS in the sprint race? I believe so. I'll have a check here because I'm looking at... oh, Lando is ahead. Well, irrespective of that, Lando has got ahead of Max Verstappen, but it looks like Verstappen got back. I'm going to follow this through now because it's going to be like watching a replay. Thanks, Secret, to hear about lighting. Because it's a real ding-dong battle here between... Oh, Piastri's got ahead of Lando! So what on earth is going on here? Is Verstappen actually the cork in the bottle? Okay, so Lando coming into turn 3. Did he send it? Oh, he absolutely sent it up the inside. Did he go a little bit deeper? Went a little bit deep, so Verstappen had the cutback. Lando couldn't quite squeeze him off the road, but he tried to. In fact, he did. Lando managed to go all the way to the right, defensive into turn 4. And then Verstappen, great dicing here. Verstappen got him back. There was a lock-up, I think, by Lando. And then Piastri gets Lando Norris. It's absolutely fantastic racing between the top 3 cars. I mean, this is a great advert for sprint racing. Then Piastri went round the outside at turn 6, I believe it is. It was a great move by Piastri. Think of George Russell last time out in Spain, that overtake at the beginning. I think Oscar Piastri's done a similarly good overtake there. It's a great race so far. Alan Prost P1, Alan Prost not racing. But yeah, they're properly going for it because I think the McLarens, they see a benefit here in winning the sprint race. It's probably great benefit for their marketing. Verstappen at this season, I reckon he's just really trying to close off this championship. I reckon he wants to win this world championship and regroup. So but I'm surprised because Verstappen really cut back there aggressively and seeing some great battling. Now I wonder if the McLarens have overheated their tyres somewhat. Look at Sergio Perez as well. It's all starting to queue up behind Verstappen with 18 laps to go, everyone. It is a really good race. By the way, let's do a nation check. We haven't done one. We haven't done an official one. So let me know where in the world you're watching from. It was such a send, by the way. I'm going to have a look at it again. Lando Norris came from a huge distance back to send it on Verstappen. Welcome, Sold Out. Long time. Good to see you. And Isabel Flug as well. And then Verstappen, it was great dicing into turn 5. Verstappen threw it down the inside. It was actually Verstappen he locked up on the right front. And he is on the mediums, my mistake earlier. So, and then Piastri, a bit like George Russell, almost got both of them, to be honest, or could have done. But it was a great move from Piastri, and then he had to hang it around the outside at turn 6, off camber. Great move by Oscar Piastri. You love to see it from the Australian. Here we go. Boston, Germany, Netherlands, South Africa, Netherlands, North Korea, Netherlands. I think Netherlands are going to win it again. Australia, England, Australia, Ireland, Croatia, Thailand, Luxembourg. That might be our first viewer from Luxembourg. Verstappen saying he's clipping too much. Was that the force feedback? Ozfrog's watching from a penal colony. Life is short from India. Shrey from India. Kabir from India. So the Indian crewdom are coming in now. Mexico, Belgium in the house as well. Welcome along. Good to see you all. It's going to be lots of streaming today. Don't worry. Christian from India as well. That's all right. We got it. We got the message. Belgium, Maldives. Okay, so with 70 laps to go, looks like the McLarens are gearing up for another offensive. Maybe, I'm just thinking here, maybe an DRS is available, will they? Maybe opportunity for some 7D chess. Maybe Piastri can sort of lure Verstappen out wide, block him, and then Lando can take the lead. By the way, I am going to be at McLaren very shortly. So if there's anything you want me to speak to the guys at McLaren about, let me know. Because I'm going to be heading down to Woking and the MTC. I'm very excited about it. Super, super, super excited to share that content with you. That's what it's all about. Fitbit Netherlands, Eddie Australia, Gary Cape Town, South Africa subscribed last week. Now subscribed again on a different device. Gary Herbert with a double subscribe. We love to see it. Teddy's watching from the basement. Cliff, South Africa. Is a T300? Yeah, the T300's okay. I mean, it's spelt driven well, but Snowline has a favourite beach. Top beaches. Speed Racer from Czech Republic. Benopia Rocha from Rwanda. Right, you see now Piastri has actually I'm having a look at replay here. George Russell, I think, got past Carlos Sainz. Was it another move around the outside at turn 5? Yes, it was. Great move by George Russell. His season is perhaps starting to look up a little bit, as are Mercedes generally. Looks like Mercedes looking stronger than Ferrari right now. You see Hamilton's going to be next to put the pressure on Carlos Sainz and Piastri. Remember before, sprint race was the qualifying for the race. Remember last year, that's how it was. Welcome Frederick from Stockholm. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, if anyone wants to put an update in for the ticker tape, let me know. And Piastri now less than a second behind Verstappen, so we'll be getting that DRS. That sweet, sweet DRS. Look at Sergio Perez. Can't really keep up with that group ahead of the top drivers. And look at the Haas of Magnussen and then Lance Stroll. But there's not a lot to be gained or lost. I would say in that Magnussen pack, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're literally going to be strolling around, if you'll excuse the pun. There's not a lot to be gained there. They're out of the points, aren't they? Welcome, Laggy, again. Phil, as much as I love Ayrton, I want to learn about the brand new era at McLaren. I'm going to be there looking at exactly that. Old era and new era. Gerard noticed they're all on the same tyres as well. But I think it's going to be a procession from Magnussen downwards. Would be my hunch. Starkin's listening on Bournemouth Beach. Is it good weather down in Bournemouth? Get some good fish and chips after this. Piastri drops off a little bit, by the way. Still 14 laps to go in the sprint race. Will we see Piastri gear up for another aggressive move? And surely Hamilton will try and make a move on Sainz as well. Yeah, I'll enjoy it at Woking. It's been a long time since I've been down at Woking. Obviously, I won't go wearing this top. They won't let me in. To say the least. Yeah, maybe we get to drive a McLaren. Maybe even in the parking, whatever. What do you call it? Car park? Sounds like I just invented that. Virginia, 105 degrees. Reminds me when I was in Vegas. This time last year, I was in Las Vegas. Walking the Las Vegas circuit and producing that video. One of my most fun videos to do, walking the Las Vegas circuit before the first Las Vegas Grand Prix. Looking how they were building the track in the 105 degree heat. We can't believe it's a year. Have I really achieved a lot in the last year since then? Probably not as much as I achieved in the year prior, I would say, actually. Welcome, Henny Forey. Good to see you. You should have a reversible shirt. Outside McLaren, inside Ferrari. So we get inside the MTC. Oh, Piastri's that an issue for Piastri? Potentially. Maybe Piastri went deep at turn 3 there. Because Piastri's really dropped off Verstappen. And now Norris might have a go at Piastri here. Or is it all going to settle into formation? Yes, welcome to the new subscribers. Great to have you on board. We are obviously, it's no secret, we're aiming to get to 100k. That's going to be a huge moment, I think, for everyone in this community. Myself included, obviously. But I generally think for everyone. There's people here, remember when I had like 50 subs, 1,000 subs, 20k, 40k. Now, whatever we're on, 91. But yeah, Piastri really dropping off here, so I don't know if he's saving tyres. They were genuinely battling at the beginning. There was some actual battling. Which says Hawk 2. Is that what, a signal? Davina James, welcome Davina James. Good to see you again. Long time, hope you're doing well. Still not convinced of the sprint race format. I think there needs to be more incentivization to race. Is anyone seeing any overtakes from Magnussen downwards? Mbono Peeper says, well, there goes another win for Max. I wouldn't read too much into that, honestly. We're going to have qualifying later today. Lando's done really well on the circuit before. And I genuinely think that the McLarens might have more pace than the Red Bull here. It's just not worth them risking it right now. Speed Racers watching from the Czech Republic. New country there, wasn't aware of. Welcome, Atten. Check ticker tape. That's what we've got a ticker tape for you. Gerard Lewis probably wears red underneath the suit. He's got the reversible suit. What a PR thing that would be. Clickrock says Albon just passed Zhou Guan Yu. Good spot there. Big drama in the back of the pack. Huge moves being sent. Welcome, Go Wraithus. Isabel's had some MRI, so I've never had an MRI. I've never had the stress. Count myself lucky there. Jordan, no curb, so Red Bull's still the OP car. You're saying when it's a Kirby circuit, is it difficult for the Red Bull? Is that going to mean Monza is going to be a difficult circuit? So many big tracks to come this season. We've got Monza, we've got Spa, we've got Silverstone, we've got Vegas. Some big bit. We've got Interlagos, Hungaroring. Some huge circuits coming up. Lando now is putting the pressure on Oscar Piastri. Maybe he wants to pull rank, per se. Davina, I know what you mean. Many people see success when it arrives, but the hard work came when no one was looking. I like putting in the hard yards and then looking back and be like, whoa, look where we came from. It's like climbing a mountain. If anyone's climbed a mountain, you just keep going for hours and you look down, you're like, whoa, we came all this way. Isabel, no way is Alpine not in the points. The one weekend I have them in my F1 fantasy team. Well, the Alpine have dropped off here because I think Alpine started 8th and 9th, didn't they? Sargent got lapped. No, Sargent's doing really well, my friend. He's in P16. It needs a compulsory pit stop. I think that would really spice it up. Just screw it. Just damn reverse grid the whole thing. It looks like Norris is really going after Piastri now. You got to reverse grid it. The thing is that the teams will be telling the drivers, do not, under any circumstances, pick up damage. If you pick up damage here, we might not fix it for qualifying, and that's going to massively impact our race. The other thing, the more subtle point, this is a big criticism of sprint races, is that people say, oh, you know who's going to be fast now, because they're getting all the data. I don't fully buy that, because the teams would have FP3 otherwise. So, but I think they need to, if they want to have a race, they need to have a race rather than a glorified procession. Because at the moment, it's a bit of a take at the moment, because it's presented as a sprint race, but it's not really. This ain't really racing. Let's be real. In fact, let's just be completely honest. Everyone's just going around just chilling right now, apart from maybe Lando. But McLaren will be on the radio saying hold position or swap. They're not going to risk damage. So they need to just, if they want them to go racing, they need to incentivize the racing or pretty much force racing. So if you do a reverse grid, you're like, well, if you don't want to race, you're going to lose valuable championship points. I think that's what they need to do. The timing screen is a bit flashy. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Good or bad thing? Let me know. So I'm going for brain MRI. Well, like I said, I don't know too much about MRIs. It's just it's a massive magnet, isn't it? It's in being inside a magnet. Still Norris behind Piastri here, and everyone else. I mean, there's not. I'll be honest. There's not an awful lot going on here. There's not a great deal of excitement. We can't play the exciting music in good faith. Phil, what did Aston Martin do to Alonso's car? I wouldn't read too much into this, but yeah, Lance Stroll has signed an extension. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, as I get older, I do prefer the bigger numbers. I'll probably look back at streams we did like a few years ago and I'll be like, well, how was it so small? How did we see such small text? Trudy, Upstate NY USA. Trudy, you are not live, my friend. You need to hit that live button. Unfortunately, you're going to get this message you're going to get this message 15 minutes later than I actually said it. It's like light coming from the sun. Can we save Trudy? Because Trudy is live in chat. Can someone tell Trudy in chat to hit the live button? Otherwise, if anyone understands how that's going to work, it ain't going to work. The flashing grey lines. To be fair, when I go racing, this is exactly how timing screens are, like for karting. It's just a lot of flashing lines. The flashing line is when they go over the... Normally it's when they go over the line, but here you got sectors, so it's flashing every time a sector's done. But if you look at the flashing line, it makes sense. Because you'll see them sort of flash in order. That makes sense. It's not random, it's not just flashing randomly. It's when they go over a sector. So you'll see Verstappen here will flash. Flash. Then Piastri and Norris. Flash, flash. Russell flash. Sainz, Hamilton. So if when you're like trying to look at the timers like me, that's what I'm following to see how the gaps are and stuff. I don't even need to look at the map. Bao Quan, you are going to get, the mods are going to be, oh goodness, it's happened. It's happened. Claire Chang says, Verstappen finally in action. Verstappen's woken up out of cryo sleep. Decided to crack on here. There we go. Vlad has put a note into Trudy. Let's see if it gets through. Earth Trudy there. Thing is though, right, if you're at the circuit, if I was at the Red Bull Ring, I'd rather see cars. It's just a bit of a farce. Firstly, you don't need to have 3 free practices in Formula 1. Like, the third free practice, in my mind, is not necessary. Like, you don't need it. In Formula E, they do like one. They do like 1 or 2. I can't remember. But you don't need 3 free practices. So the third free practice is just a bit of a nonsense. And if you're going to go on a Saturday, remember, for some people, it's easier to go on a Saturday. For some markets, a Saturday is better for the tracks and hospitality because it's like you can do parties on a Saturday night and whatever. So Saturday becomes a bigger day. Used to be cheaper, nothing's cheap. It's all way too expensive. If I'm going on a Saturday and if I'm sat right now in the grandstand, I would still rather see this than a free practice 3. But for me, this is just a glorified free practice 3 where you're just forced to be on track. This is closer to a free practice where you just have to be on track than it is to a race. If that makes sense. Does anyone agree or disagree? Welcome, Speedy Gunner Scott. Ragu, if you're watching, by the way, not subscribed, please do hit the old subscribe button. What am I drinking? I don't know. It was provided to me. Mocha frappe. So anyway, that's my view on it. So if I was here, I'd rather see cars going around because I'm taking photos. I'm looking at them. I'm looking at the drivers. By the way, it's always a weird experience I think when people go to Formula 1 for the first time, especially if you're someone like me. When I used to go to Formula 1, I'd go in for the practice because I could only afford the practice. Then I'd go for the qualifying. I'd go in for qualifying, and I haven't been to races that many times. I guess I have, but I didn't used to go to races. Even when I went to Monaco last time, I didn't buy a race ticket. I did end up seeing the race, but we won't go into how I ended. But I didn't buy a race ticket because it's just a Monaco race ticket. But when you're going and you're just watching cars, it's a different experience. You're not seeing the timings. It's a very different experience to this. You're literally just looking at cars. Like you kind of may as well be at Goodwood in a way if you go to a practice. Like you're looking at nice cars that you've probably seen on TV or you follow the drivers and you're seeing them in person. It's almost like going to a rock concert or a pop concert and you're just looking at the pop stars sort of setting up their instruments. They're not talking to you. It's not really directed at you. They're not playing music to you. Because here, this is all for TV cameras and it's actually all for the timings. When you're there, you don't partake in that experience, really. In my experience. I might be wrong. There was a moment of proper racing. There was a scintilla of proper racing there. Look at Magnussen. Magnussen's just cracking on. Magnussen did not get the memo. Should try an extra set of soft tyres for the bottom 10. Yeah, well, to be fair, because I think pretty much everyone's on mediums, if you gave the... What you probably want to do, another softer way of doing it, would be incentivizing the bottom half of drivers to break into the points. So give them a soft tyre, give points if you can give double points if you can... Give points for overtakes, damn it! Why do we do that, chat? Have I just fixed Formula 1? Nico Hulkenberg with a move. Hulkenberg did a move, and then he lost it. Chat, what about points for overtakes? Have I just fixed Formula 1? Can anyone find any flaw in that argument? We just overtake, drop back, overtake, drop back. Yeah, British GP, no chance. No chance. I was thinking about going to Zandvoort for practice, literally just for practice. So I could drive and drive back. Ryan says Alonso seems very struggles. What about teammate overtakes? Teammate overtakes don't count. Beef and Bite says genius. Chat, have we fixed Formula 1? Why is Norris highlighted? Because he's got fastest lap. Right, if I sold my house, I still couldn't afford Silverstone tickets. honestly, if you follow this channel, I've said it for years. I'm not going to make any friends here, but I feel like Silverstone Formula 1 is everything that's wrong with motorsport. It's all about the pricing. It's geared towards hospitality and VIP and exclusivity. The experience of going to Silverstone has never been a fun one. The traffic is too much. You sit miles away from the track. The food and drink and everything is really expensive. And it's just got this like sickly corporate expensive vibe to it. I'm never going to be invited to Silverstone now. But I've said that for years, and I think it's coming to roost now, because now they're really leveraging the cost because they know they can, and it becomes a sort of societal thing almost. Like, if you're, I don't want to get too like economic about it, but if you're sort of working class and you're buying tickets for your family to go to Silverstone, that's a significant proportion of your take-home pay maybe for the year. Whereas if you're someone who's earning a lot of money, it probably isn't. So the investment required to get there and the expectations, and it's like that's what happens when you squeeze pricing like that. Oh, it's done. I didn't even know. It's done. The race is done. It's done. Sorry, what a really boring race. I mean, I mean, you can't call half a lap of racing a race. Thanks, Soldat. Hopefully we'll get there. Snowline agrees about it. Seema says it's a Wimbledon. I think it's a great example. At least Wimbledon has a ballot, right? Or a thing where you can queue up. But again, Wimbledon is, I don't know. I think England is still quite a classist country, and I think when things become too expensive, it can sort of play into those sort of tropes per se. Hulkenberg and Alonso going to be investigated. That was a battle I saw there. Bob, no one would score any overtake points to this track. Isabel, that was really boring. Yeah, I don't disagree. That was really boring. We just say it how it is here. That was just a super boring race. Davina treated Kireth, great commentary. It's not easy. There are many options out there. You have to be interesting, engaging, enjoyable. I try and at least be engaging. Seema, can't believe how boring that sprint was. Can we rank that sprint race out of 10? I've never ever done a race on this channel where I didn't even know the race had finished. Like, that's never happened. Roaring Kit Kat Austria is probably just as crap as Silverstone. No, I don't think it is. I think in Austria, I've never been to Austria, but I've been to Hungaroring. I reckon it's similar. Like, at least it's amazing countryside and views. Like, when you go to Catalonia and you sit in the grandstands, at least it's a nice area. Like Silverstone, you're in the middle of nowhere. It's just flat. It's just scaffolding. It's not. Silverstone is not a nice area. I don't know if anyone's been there, but it's called Silverstone. It's not a nice. I'm not saying it's like a rough area. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's an airfield in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, it's not like even like Brands. I prefer Brands Hatch, but which is a shame because I really enjoyed driving Silverstone, especially in a GT3. I really enjoy it. But you know, some of the stuff they've done, like not have grandstands. They're building houses, flats by the side of the track, like very exclusive flats. They got a hotel opposite the start-finish straight. You know, it's just it's not really for the fans, is it? But Snowline, nothing happened in this race, but chat is a lot of fun. Yeah, chat always delivers. Do I follow F2? A little bit. I follow Formula E more than F2, I've got to be honest. But I have interviewed Zane Maloney and Kush Maney this season. Those interviews are on the channel if you want to find them. Great American Buffalo. Something needs to be said about Perez running on pace with a Haas while he's driving a Red Bull. Yeah, but he's just chilling. Sold out Zandvoort F1. My guest house is all yours. Maybe we do go down to Zandvoort then. Maybe I'll pick up that practice ticket. You know what I'd love to do, right? Is I want to do more live stuff. Like I want to go to Zandvoort. I want to have my little DJI camera and a microphone. I just want to be live. I want to be wearing like Max Verstappen, like bucket hat and everything. And I want to just be chatting with fans and just streaming it live. I'm not aware that anyone does that. Unless anyone knows. Like, I would love to do that. Just roam around, We might try and do that at Formula E this year, actually. We might try and do it at Formula E London. Yeah, good luck to Snowline today. Mike, how come this race didn't have the left margin graphic of lap, position and gap like every other race has? You mean on the official Sky broadcast? If so, I don't know. Maybe there was an issue with timing. I'm not sure. I don't know, I'm afraid. Davina, Storm Madsen is Silverstone many times, hitchhiked there and back, captain someone's garden, picked Andrews. Yeah, it sounds fun. I mean, to be fair, they still do the camping at Silverstone. But I feel like they hype up the camping like it's Glastonbury. Glastonbury's another one. Glastonbury's on at the moment. I mean, these things are expensive, but again, there's so much demand. Like, everyone's always like, oh, I can't get Glastonbury tickets. So why would you, as a business, why would you not pump the price up? Ralph, shout out to my friends here at Australia, Keem and Nico. Welcome to Keem and Nico. Keem star in the house. 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 2.5 out of 10. Not great. Not great, is it? We're going to be back for qualifying, by the way, which is when the weekend sort of really starts. That's going to be at 2:30. I think the stream is going live. But that was sort of... It was better than FP... I think it's better than FP3. I don't care about the argument. Like I said, people say, oh, you find out what teams are going to be good or not. I think it's better than FP3, especially if you're there. But if they want to... From a viewing perspective at home, if they... It's not what they say it is. Like, it's better than FP3, but it's not a race. It should be called, like... Forced FP3 or something. I don't know. It's not free... Unfree FP3. Unfree practice. Oh, Miami would be... Oh, you got a place in Miami? You need to let us know. We would have been to Miami. Get a flight out there and back, and we'll just roam around. Though the lack of a left margin graphic in the race was 0 out of 10. Dear me. Let's put that in the thing. Get some sleep, I don't need sleep. I'm so happy, by the way. Big shout out to the Canadian crewdom and the US crewdom. Don't know if anyone remembers when we were doing Australia, Japan, and I was up at like 3 and everything. Those days are gone. Until Vegas. Vegas is a weird one, isn't it? Is it finished? Yeah, Russell, you can wake up now. What was better, that or England versus Slovenia? Snowland will be watching quali here in a couple of hours. I'm nothing if not a dedicated fan of this community. Best community in the house. I have to say, we're going to be back for qualifying. Hopefully it's going to be a bit more interesting. Beef, it's after 4:30. Do I stay up or go back to Snoozeland? I would... Don't live your life as I say, but I would stay up. If it's 4:30 and you're up now, I would stay up, see the sun come up and everything. To sleep in tomorrow. But yeah. Well, we turned up for the sprint race. The thing is, I reckon... Actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't know about this. I reckon if you're a fan, if you're not a Formula 1 fan, but you're coming into you go to a Formula 1 circuit on a Saturday, and you're not a Formula 1 fan, you're new into Formula 1 because you've seen Drive to Survive, you're interested, you're curious about it. The concept of it being just qualifying is probably quite weird. It's like you wouldn't go to, let's say there's a big football match on a Sunday. You wouldn't go on a Saturday to see the teams warm up and decide who's going to kick off or who's going to choose what end. Like, there's nothing on you don't get any points on a Saturday. So I reckon maybe at like an executive level of Formula 1, they think that's a problem. And if they want to make this sport grow, and the world's all about, I've got to make it grow, got to get that growth, then maybe they need the Saturday to be a thing, because I think maybe, I don't know if for American audiences, but because I know Indy's like a mad qualifying thing. I don't know how they do NASCAR and stuff, or IndyCar, but on a Saturday, just having qualifying might be like, oh, we're leaving, we can't really we're missing potential here. I don't know. Rowan, I've got a decision to lay, either watch quali later or fetch my Beal from the airport. I reckon fetch the Beal and listen to quali in the car. Davina, Glastonbury was a hippie festival in my day. $50 for the weekend. I feel so old right now. Hitchhike there. Hitchhiked everywhere. Great. If Perez's performance continues next year, would you expect a mid-season second? Well, I think they extended him because they wanted stability in that Red Bull team. As I understand it, there's a huge amount of instability at Red Bull. Like, there could be an exodus. We've seen Jos Verstappen's been kicking off this weekend as well. Isabel Flug, I don't know any people that would pay these incredibly high ticket prices to check out F1 not already a fan. It's all relative. If you've got lots of money, it's not a problem. That's my point. If you've got lots of money, which is fine, you know, it's no problem with that, then it's something that you can do on a whim. Snowline, there's a beautiful sunrise here this morning. The sky's all red and pink, but I've got my alarm set, so I'll probably fall asleep again. See you back in a couple of hours. He'll be back in 2 and a bit hours, I think. J-Rax, first time playing sim game. Any recommendation? I would say if it's your first time, get Gran Turismo 7 and go to www.getfasteronline.com. Pick up my beginner guide. It will literally tell you everything to go from 0 to 60, as I call it. How to set up your inputs, how to brake, how to accelerate, how to corner, how to get fast. So GT7, Get Faster Online, Beginner Masterclass. For me, that's the best way to get in. Obviously, I would say that is my masterclass. Did Perez fasten Ricciardo? Yes, he did. Mike, I think Red Bull's hands are tied with Perez. If they sack Perez or relegate to V Cup, they're not going to relegate him though. He's going to be done. I think Perez should go to WEC. I think he should go to Toyota. He'd absolutely clean up. He'd absolutely clean up. I don't know if anyone agrees with me on that. He's a bit of a tyre whisperer, we know. So that's my thought anyway. It's only Josh kicking off. Yeah, but Josh is... He is Max's dad. No worries, J-Rax. Cool. Well, chat, I'm going to get some lunch. Am I going to treat myself today? Sometimes I like to treat myself on a Sunday. Sometimes on a Sunday after the race, I'll go and get a Nando's. So I feel like, oh, I've done a lot of streams, so I'm going to get Nando's. But I feel like I can't treat myself too early because there's just too much work to be done. Why did McLaren not make Piastri and Lando switch position? That's a very good point. If it comes down to a point at the end of the season, it's a very good point, actually.
Keep trying.
Good thought about Snowder. Who, me? Right, okay everyone, I've never been to Nando's worth the hype. You gotta go. You gotta get the extra hot sauce. I would go hot on the chicken and I go extra hot on the sauce. And get the mayonnaise. The mayonnaise is free if you ask for it. And you can get pita bread for £1. You can get a bread roll for £1. Don't get the garlic bread. Don't pay that premium. Right, I'm gonna be off then. So when I click stop stream here, it should take you to the next stream page for today. Remember, we got qualifying coming up, Formula 1. We got a Formula E race at Portland. And also we're going to have either a premiere or it's going to go live, an interview with Sam Bird, ex-Mercedes F1 reserve driver, and now Neil McLaren Formula E driver. That interview is going live where I ask him about that overtake at Sao Paulo. That'll go live tonight. So busy day. And I'm probably going to launch a Gran Turismo video now. It's going to be, hopefully, one of the biggest weekends we've ever had on the channel. We will see. All right, I will see you then, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. I'll see you in a few hours. Have a very good time.